What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another transfer talk. Before we get into the video, everyone check out that latest episode of Blood Brothers. It's the AFTVFC game against DTFC. Lots of drama. I won't spoil it for you. Head over to the AFTV YouTube and have a look at that. So let's get into the news today. A new name being linked with Arsenal today is Nathan Ake, the 24-year-old centre-back. Bournemouth player, Dutch international. Apparently he's high on Mikel Arteta's list of possibilities to come in at centre-back. Of course, the news came out last night. I think we all knew anyway that Callum Chambers will be out for the rest of the season, and actually some of next season as well, 6 to 9 months with that ACL injury. So best of luck to him in his recovery. He was having a decent season. But Nathan Ake, a defender that I actually rate quite highly every time we've played against Bournemouth. He's looked pretty solid, he's tall, he's quick, he's left-footed, so he gives you a different balance. 24 years of age. The only problem with this deal, Chelsea have a buyback clause when they sold him, that they have first refusal on him at £40 million. So, you know, if Chelsea really wanted to activate that, they would sort of have first refusal on him. But he's a good player. I would actually like to see him come to Arsenal. 40 million is a little bit steep, but you know, this is the going rate nowadays. I think Harry Maguire going for 80 million has pushed up the price of every centre-back, particularly in the Premier League. So Nathan Ake, that'll be interesting to see. Bournemouth having a difficult season. I get the impression that Ake would leave Bournemouth with the Euros coming up this year. A lot of competition in the Dutch national team with the likes of Van Dijk and De Ligt. So let's see what happens on that one. Let me know what you think. Would you be happy with Nathan Ake? Would you pay £40 million for him? Personally, it'd be one that I'd be happy to go for. The second one that we've already spoke about, but it seems like there's actual truth in this rumour, is Jerome Boateng now. I did a video the other day about this. There was quite mixed responses from the fans about whether they would take him or not. I think really because of his age, being 31 years of age, and people always refer to what Messi did to him in that Champions League game where, you know, he turned him inside out. But Bayern Munich saying quite openly that they're willing to let Boateng go. Apparently he had a fallout with the sporting director at the start of the season. He sort of said that Bayern are looking to go in a different direction with the likes of Nicolas Soule, and they got the guy Hernandez from Atletico Madrid. They want around 15 million euros. It's only 12.8 million pounds for Boateng, experienced player. I think a couple of years ago, all Arsenal fans would have bitten your hand off for this deal, but now some not so sure. Personally, you know, I don't think it would be the worst of deals on a short-term basis. You know, if we're signing him for a few years, I'm not sure. £12 million in this market, you know, even to have him for maybe 18 months, I don't think would be a terrible deal for Arsenal. There's not a lot out there in the market. You know, the likes of Ake and Dunk, these guys are going to cost over £40 million. Can Arsenal commit that type of money in the January transfer window? I think as one of the cheap options, Boateng wouldn't be the worst option. You know, I would like us to sign a younger defender who we can keep for the long term, somebody to go and play next to Saliba when he joins in the summer. But Upamecano looks like that one's going to be very difficult to get done. Leipzig saying they're not prepared to sell him in this window. So Boateng, let me know what you think. Look, for £12.8 million on a short-term basis, I don't think it would be the worst deal in the world. Although I would look elsewhere first. The next one we're looking at is the Turkish international Merih Demiral from Juventus. He's been linked with a £40 million move to Arsenal in this window. Highly rated. Been playing in the Turkish team with Sionchu, who we've seen has had a great season at Leicester. The only problem with this deal, he's started the last 5 games for Juventus, so maybe Sarri is looking at him now and thinking, you know, actually I have got a player on my hands and I don't want to let him go. So, you know, looking through the options, it's becoming more and more limited for Arsenal. As we said, Upamecano, Leipzig saying they don't want to sell him in January. Also, rumours going around yesterday that Arsenal have had a bid rejected for him. Haven't heard too much about that. I think Arsenal are definitely looking at him and probably the number one target in my opinion. I think they'd love to have him at centre back with Saliba next year. Two young, fast, mobile French internationals. But it's a limited window. So today, Nathan Ake being linked to Jerome Boateng and Merih Demiral. Let me know what you think. As I say, Demiral's played the last 5 games, so maybe Juventus not looking to let him go. Boateng, £12.8 million. I think short term would not be the worst deal. He's tall, he's strong, he's got a lot of experience. I don't think he's, as bad as people necessarily think. I think short term he would still be all right, although, as I say, would not be my number one option. And Nathan Ake, but would be very expensive. As I said, check out that latest Blood Brothers episode, AFTV against ETFC. We're calling it the El Clasico of YouTube. Lots of drama in that. Keep subscribing to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button. Leave your comments down below and let me know what you think of the players we've been linked with. I'll be back next time. Bless.